All three drivers are ready. 3, 2, 1, fight. Are you sure Picolas is a third of a pound? He looks like a 1-pounder. Fast and nimble little robot. Flipping upside down here. Looks like a 3D printed frame on the top there with these 3 little wedge things. Baby Shark, a very low profile wedge. That thing might as well be a razor blade on the front. And Beaky looks like he doesn't have his beak on there today, so he's just a low but fast wedge. Oh no, he's underneath. All right, he's using it as a lifter. So Beaky has a little lifter arm underneath him, which lifts up the entire body and uses that as a lifter. A very neat little design. And looks like we have Picolas on top of Baby Shark and Beaky over there. Picolas really flipping end over end with that robot. Must be quite heavy on the backside because that entire chassis is able to flip itself upside down quite readily. Thankfully, it can drive upside down as well, although I can tell you from experience, driving upside down is really hard. Baby Shark, I think, is right side up, but his wedge has bent upwards. It's got little brass hinges like you might put on a jewelry box. And I see a nice exposed power wire there on Picolas. Luckily for him, nobody's got a weapon. Ooh, Picolas almost gets a good push on Baby Shark towards the red side there. Once again, getting underneath, those little wedges are working great at keeping his opponent on the front of him and directing him around. And while he's keeping Baby Shark busy, Ethan with Beaky there trying to take advantage while he's busy and vulture a win off of both of them. Unfortunately, Picolas upside down, Travis bouncing off of the red hazard over there. Looks like it hasn't done too much damage other than throwing him into a position he doesn't want. Minute and a half. Oh, jeez. That hazard with a 1/3 pound robot, those things go flying pretty quickly. It almost goes out the blue hazard, just bouncing over the side a bit. Beaky trying to lift him off the ground, but lifting his own back end up rather than lifting the front end that holds the heavy robot on the top. And the 3 of them in the corner there. Picolas Cage, has he lost his left side drive? I'm not sure. It looks like he might have. Something got stuck or broken in there, and one of that bounces. Probably didn't help bouncing off that red hazard the way he did. And Baby Shark lining up for a push or something. Unfortunately, with no wedge, it's going to be hard to do. And with Picolas spinning around is actually a hazard of his own over by the blue hazard there, or the blue push out. Baby Shark getting underneath Picolas. Unfortunately, unable to direct him towards the push out. Beaky trying to push the opponent up, but his back end just rises instead. 30 seconds still on the clock. All 3 of these guys trying to get at least a clear victory on one of them. Beaky actually gets Picolas off the ground for a moment, but then tips back onto his front side. I can see that little beak wiggling around underneath. Not doing a whole lot, though, unfortunately, lift his opponent. 15 seconds still on the clock. All 3 in here. I don't want to know how we judge this one. 10, 9, 8, close to the blue side. 6, 5. Picolas might get double teamed here. 3, 2, 1, and time is up. Oh my goodness. I was just counting. I don't know exactly when the clock expired. The judges will have to decide this one. I don't even know if we have a scoring system for a 3-way match, but we'll make it up as we go along. 3 judges, 3 competitors. Damage, aggression, and control. And one of them was on the line as time went up. Second one went over just afterwards. One of them stayed in. We'll have to see what our judges decide. You can see these little robots, even though they're so tiny, they're still very capable of pushing matches and very, very nimble little driving machines. All right, so of the 3, the win goes to Beaky. Congratulations, Ethan.